Get Rich Slow with John Wolf. Hey, today I want to tell you about one of the best first-time home buyer program in the Portland metro area, and that is the Washington Bond Program. So there are really four factors that determine if you're going to get a home and what it looks like: property, income, assets, credit. Don't worry, there's plenty of paperwork later. Now on the property end, you got to find one that suits your needs and your budget. That could be hard. The income end, you have to be making enough income for what you're looking at and your other debts. Assets, how much money you have to fund the transaction, if it's enough. And then credit is, of course, the credit score and also relates back to the income. Now, one of the most difficult places to win, because you kind of have to win all four simultaneously to get a home loan, is on the asset side. And the cool thing is this program is also great for the credit side. So for this program, it is truly a great zero down program. So it's for the state of Washington, and you can get what is essentially an FHA loan, slightly better than zero down actually. They pay a tiny bit of your expenses, and that's most of the story. You have to qualify for the FHA loan, generally speaking, but 620 credit score is the program minimum. And at a 620 credit score at zero down, they're offering 3.375% interest, which for zero down and a low credit score is a phenomenal deal. So anyways, that's how this program takes care of the assets and the credit. Now I want to talk about step two, because this program is funded by the taxpayers of the state of Washington. It's a great program. It's been going on for a long time. And when you talk to the people who work there, they talk about graduating people out of the program. And I feel great that I can actually talk to you about graduating people out of the program, including people who just did it in 2020. That's right. I just did the math for a client who's going to be refinancing here at a hot minute. And they put zero down, I believe it was in July 2020, and we just did all the math to get their refinance ready, and it looks like they're going to be able to refinance now into a normal conventional with the same loan to value as if they had put 10% down sort of originally. And that's because of this just crazy increase in home value that we've been seeing. So not only can this get your foot in the door to get a home, even if the home loan isn't perfect for you, there's a really good chance you're going to be able to graduate to a better program. So let's just talk a little bit about the specifics, because I know it kind of seems too good to be true, but there really isn't a catch. So what do you get? So this is a state of Washington program. So if you're in the Portland metro area, that pretty much means Clark County, the Vancouver area, and you have to take a silly little online class, and as soon as you have that done, they print out you get a certificate you can print out. You send me a copy of that, and other than that, me just qualifying you for a normal FHA loan under the program, that's about it. You go shopping. Most of the clients that I actually helped in the last year ended up having around $2,000 to $3,000 in their bank account when we started this process, and they ended it with around $2,000 to $3,000 in the bank account. Now, how's that happen? So in addition to covering the down payment, you are allowed to get what's called a seller credit. So seller credit is where, just figuratively speaking, like let's say you found a house that's $100,000 and your closing costs are going to be $400,000. You could go to the seller and say like, hey seller, are you cool with $100,000 for this house? And if they're yes, you could tell them like, hey, I got a better idea. Why don't I pay you $104,000 and you can give me $4,000 back? That's completely in the rules. Anyways, long story short, pretty much every client I've helped with this program have had zero or nearly zero out of pocket, including the case where I'm talking about doing the refinance here just from recently. So it's a really incredible program. It is a great opportunity, and it's not something you get stuck into. This is not a grant. This isn't free money, but there's not really a catch either. So let me explain that a little bit. So the way the program actually works is the state of Washington is giving you essentially a free loan. So it's going to be a payment-free, interest-free, 4% of the loan amount towards the down payment. The down payment is 3.5%. So you even have a little bit of money to cover those closing costs. And then whenever you refinance or sell the home, or in 30 years, if you actually get to the point where you're paying off the main loan, then you have to take care of this free money loan and just pay back the state of Washington. I think this is a phenomenal system. I know it doesn't cost the state of Washington very much, and I really wish the state of Oregon would adopt something like that. Check out my video on the Oregon bond. It's not similar at all and not a great idea for most people, but this Washington bond is probably going to be a great solution for most people. It'll start to not be your best option in a lot of cases if you are a veteran who has full entitlement, or if you have well over the 5% down for a normal conventional and really good credit. So anyways, if you have any additional questions, please reach out to me, John Wolf. Get Rich Slow with John Wolf. Check out my channel, smash that like button, subscribe. Have an awesome day. Bye.